Bandits who met with Sheikh Niger SSG maintain kill 50 vigilante members. At least 50 bodies of dead vigilante members have been recovered by soldiers and residents of ṟŁ in the Mariga local government area of Niger State, sources told Sahara reporters on Friday. The vigilantes were said to be returning from a search operation where they were ambushed by the Dogogide-led banditry group operating in Dotsen Magaji Forest near ﷺ community. Recall that Islamic cleric Sheikh Ahmad Gumi, secretary to the Niger State government, Alhaji Ahmed Matain, and security operatives had in February met with Gide and his gang members few days after 42 persons, including students and staff members of Government Science College in Kagara, were abducted. On the contrary to media reports, Gumi did not go to any forest between Tegina and Rafi local government area and Birnin Gwari in Kaduna State in February. He met with bandits operating in Dotse Magaji Forest near ﷺ community in Mariga LGA, and the leader is Dogo Gide, a former deputy to notorious armed bandits in Zamfara State. Buhari Toso aka Buhari Daji from Dotsen Magaji to Tegina is over 200 kilometers. Gide is so powerful that in the area that he collects monthly taxes from farmers and herdsmen. The recent attack was also carried out by him. After killing them vigilantes, he refused to grant access to pick their bodies until soldiers stormed the forest on Thursday to collect the bodies. About 25 bodies have been recovered so far, a military source had told Sahara reporters earlier on Friday. The source added that the gunmen also attacked a military post in the community, killing a soldier. Speaking to Sahara reporters, a resident of the area said over 50 bodies have been recovered. He said a reinforcement team sent to rescue men of the vigilante group that were abducted also ran into ambush and were killed the same way their colleagues were massacred. As at this evening, we have recovered over 50 bodies. It's so sad. A soldier was killed, he told Sahara reporters later on Friday. Vigilante groups have been formed across Niger to combat insecurity in the state. On February 17th, 27 students, 3 staff members and 12 members of their families were abducted when gunmen stormed Government Science Secondary School in Kagara. While one of the students, Benjamin Doma, who tried to escape, was gunned down, a member of staff luckily broke loose from captivity. The armed men were said to have invaded the school around 3 a.m. The attackers were reportedly dressed in military uniform in what looked like a premeditated attack. The incident happened barely 3 days after 21 passengers heading to Minna, capital of Niger State, were abducted in broad daylight by gunmen. The students were released after spending 10 days in captivity. What do you think of all that? Because it's actually a lot to unpack. But again, what do you expect when you negotiate with bandits? I mean, it's becoming uncontrollable to a point where even the leaders themselves cannot control it. I mean, we already knew the leaders lost control when, people like Sheikh Gumi are negotiating. I mean, at this point, we're all in danger. Like, how do you unpack such information? It's just so much for an average Nigerian to think about. And I guess that's when Nigerians are just trying to sort of detach and not necessarily focus on that as much. But again, these members are getting emboldened. I mean, you giving them money and, paying them, you think they would not use that to embolden themselves to continue these attacks? Let's see some reactions. First person here says, I am still amazed as to how some politicians are making preparations for 2023 with the level of present calamities in the country and their supporters having the conscience enough to be singing their praises. I think this comment just encapsulates everything, because the thing is, we can keep record of all the atrocities that this government is doing, but then as time goes on, even from the first term that, let's say, a government or a party has gone into office, they're planning on how to basically continue and prolong their stay in power. it doesn't have to be the same face, but the same party. And it's just so sad because these people are already planning. They plan. They are very strategic. They're not dumb or incompetent in when it comes to, staying in power and oppressing people. Oh no, they are professors in that area. But the failure on the part of the people is that we have some people, and to be honest, yes, they might seem small, but then if you think of the number of people that have PVCs, these people are the majority. But when you now have people that will support them, I mean, I was thinking, okay, fine, the NSAS protest would be the last straw, and you know what, Nigerians will not care, da, da, da. But then I was thinking, so many things have happened over the years, Boko Haram killings, bring back our girls, all that. But then it's like, if Nigerians are able to vote for Buhari for a second term after the first 4 years was clear proof, transparent proof that this man is incapable. I was like, at this point, anything can happen and nothing else will surprise you as a Nigerian anymore. But that seems to be the case, because at the end of the day, what can the people do? You don't want to protest, you don't want to go fight, you don't want to do that. But the only power that you can use peacefully is your vote. But then you now have people that are going to be defending the wrongdoers of society. Doesn't make sense. I think we're not really understanding. I don't think the average Nigerian understands what democracy is actually like. I think because we've never really practiced it to its fullest extent. Don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that democracy is the best system of government, but understanding that the real power actually lies in the people. I don't think we understand that, and that is a key part of democracy. So if we understand that they're actually there for us, not necessarily also doing them a favor by voting for them, because we have expectations, and that is why we vote for them, because the exchange is that they will lead us properly. But then again, I think it's just is sad. But then it is what it is. I think at this point, we're not trying to continue that cycle of just talking. We need to make actions, and whatever action we make in the right direction is an action at the end of the day. It's not like as if we're just going to be here talking and sitting down. But if you don't want to protest, if you don't want to fight, the best thing now, or the thing is, why would you want to vote, or why do you think your vote will matter in a system that's already rigged, in a system that has lost integrity? So we just have to overhaul and literally start from scratch. It is what it is. It's sad, but it's our country. I mean, what else can you do? Because again, these things will continue to happen. How many negotiations would Sheikh Gumi do for us to actually see that he doesn't care? Like, he really doesn't care. And that there might be certain agendas that cannot be far-fetched, but they will come up as conspiracy theories at the end of the day. But the thing is, with lack of integrity on the government's part, why would we be surprised that Sheikh Gumi is the face or the person actually handling all these? I mean, it's just conversation starters at the end of the day to distract us from what the real issue is. We can't afford to get distracted, but we have to continue forge ahead and hold them accountable, especially before elections come. I think we need to hold them accountable so they can come and tell us from when 2015, yes, 2015 till now, tell us what they've done, what policy they've made, and all that, because that's the only way you can go forward, to be honest. Put what you think in the comment section below, and do not forget to like and subscribe.